as the world's most travelled spaceship. And in sport, co-host India move a step closer to the quarterfinals of the Cricket World Cup. The details are up next. Now it's time for all the sports news. Here's Guy.
Thanks very much. Let's start with the UEFA Champions League football, where Tottenham Hotspur and Schalke both booked their places in the quarter-finals of the competition on Wednesday. Spurs played out a goalless draw at home to AC Milan, meaning the London side progressed courtesy of their 1-0 win in the first leg. They're joined in the last 8 by Schalke. The German side beat Valencia 3-1 on the night to seal a 4-2 aggregate victory. Elsewhere, Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger and player Samir Nasri have been charged with improper conduct by European football's governing body UEFA. It comes after both made comments to the referee following Arsenal's Champions League exit at Barcelona on Tuesday. Wenger was particularly incensed when Robin van Persie was sent off for a second yellow card after 56 minutes. Barcelona won the second leg 3-1 for a 4-3 aggregate win. The Palestine national football team played its first ever competitive home match on Tuesday. The Palestinians, who also hadn't played any sort of game at home in 50 years, hosted Thailand in the second leg of a qualifying tournament for next year's London Olympics. From Ramallah, Cal Perry reports.
Thousands of Palestinians arriving from across the West Bank for the first match, competitive match to be played in over 50 years inside the occupied territories. Here you can see obviously scenes of people exceptionally excited for the match, and with the match you have hundreds of members of Palestinian security because of course this is an unprecedented historic athletic event.
As the Palestinian national team is announced for the first time, we are overwhelmed by the pageantry of the event.
This is the first time in Palestinian history. Every other country takes for granted professional football matches. This is the first one in Palestinian history, so you can see how much media has arrived for the game.
Jabril Rajoub, once the head of the preventive security apparatus in the West Bank, takes only a fleeting moment to tell us what he thinks is the importance of this game.
Exposing our cause through the ethics and the values of sport and the game is an achievement.
As for the game itself, it started well for the Palestinian national team. An early goal brought them even in aggregate total. But in the end, despite the cheers of the home team, Thailand advanced, beating the Palestinians in penalty kicks. Cal Perry, AlJazeera, the occupied West Bank.
Cricket World Cup co-hosts India have edged even closer to the quarter-final stages after a comprehensive victory over the Netherlands in New Delhi. Going into this match, India were unbeaten, having won 2 and drawn 1 of their 3 matches, and their bowlers had no problems disposing of the Netherlands, who chose to bat first. A steady stream of wickets fell. Zahir Khan took 3 as the Netherlands were all out for 189, but the pre-tournament favourites made a wobbly start to their reply. Sachin Tendulkar made his 2000th World Cup run, and then he went for 28. He was one of 3 wickets for Peter Silar. But Yuvraj Singh steadied India's innings. He was unbeaten on 51 as his team reached their target of 190 with 5 wickets to spare.
Well, any side you're playing, if you're 100 for 4, you are under a bit of pressure, especially if the wickets are slow and low and if you are expected to win easily. So, yeah, it was a decent one for us. I think it's a good outing.
Meanwhile, security in Mumbai has been beefed up after India's intelligence bureau warned of a possible threat. The city is due to host the Cricket World Cup final on the 2nd of April. According to local media, police have been warned that Pakistan-based group Lashkar-e-Taiba could target the tournament. It's the same group who were blamed for the Mumbai bombings in November 2008, although they have denied responsibility. And that's the sport for now.
Thanks so much, Guy. Well, Space Shuttle Discovery has landed in Florida, ending its 39th and final mission as the world's most travelled spacecraft. Well, it's the first of NASA's 3 remaining spaceships to be retired and will soon become a museum piece. Imran Khan has more.
Discovery's gear is down and locked.
It'll be the last time we'll see Discovery shadow over Earth. 27 years and the grand old aim of space glides gently into retirement.
We have main engine start. 2.
And what a career she's had.
Booster ignition and the final liftoff of Discovery.
Travelling through space for nearly 241 million kilometres and spending 1 full year sailing against the backdrop of planet Earth.
Station in Houston, Discovery has capture confirmed.
Her return home started at the International Space Station, orbiting high above the globe. She had delivered parts for the first humanoid robot in space. But all things come to an end.
Space Shuttle Discovery crew members get ready to leave the International Space Station.
It was hugs and handshakes as the astronauts bid farewell to their colleagues.
Houston and Alpha, physical separation.
She unlocked high above the Pacific Ocean. Then, after she pulls away, there was time for one last victory lap around the station. Then it was a quick tour, the Atlantic, the Sahara, the Med, and northern Italy.
Kennedy Space Center announcing Discovery's arrival, 3.5 minutes to touchdown.
Cape Canaveral will witness 2 more of these farewells as shuttles Endeavour and Atlantis are also due to retire this year.
Main gear touchdown.
Discovery will still be a star. It's a public retirement for her as an exhibit at the American Smithsonian Institute.
And nose gear touchdown and the end of a historic journey.
Imran Khan, Al Jazeera.
I'll be back with another full bulletin after a quick check with of the weather, so do stay with us here in Al Jazeera. See you soon.
Welcome back. Well, just when you thought the snow was going to end in Japan, unfortunately, we're going to be having more snow as we go towards Friday. Take a look at the forecast map for Thursday. You notice that we have some snow here for the northern parts of Japan. Well, as we move forward one day, you notice that more snow is actually coming into the forecast, as well as some heavy rain along that western coast. So Tokyo, you're going to be seeing a fairly nice day, but Osaka, you're going to be getting some rain showers into your forecast, about 8 degrees for you. The Korean Peninsula, though, looking quite nice with temperatures for Seoul at 9. Pyongyang, about 6 degrees for you. Well, down towards Hong Kong, we are going to be seeing